Okay. Hello everybody, my name is Spezzy, and welcome back to another video. I hope everyone is doing well, because I'm doing well. Today I'm going to be ranking all of the Islanders' 6 teams in a tier list from 1st to 8th and where I think they're going to come. The event is going to be tomorrow, starting at 6 PM GMT. I'll be live on YouTube. If you're not in the event and you want to watch, then go ahead. For this recording, I'm a bit more laid back. I'm just going to talk. I haven't really pre-planned anything. I just made the tier list and I've got a spreadsheet up. No webcam, no fancy stuff, no fancy editing. Just some 4K cozy coffee shop with, and then it gets cut off. Just some music in the background. So hopefully it's nice, relaxing watch. I guess, I don't know. But yeah, I'm gonna rank the teams, and it should be good. Also, a disclaimer. Let me have a drink. Okay. Disclaimer, this is the first time that I've helped make teams. So, I have some, I guess I'll have some biases towards certain teams that I've made. And, what I know from behind the scenes stuff. So if that's not, if something I say doesn't make sense, then you can probably attribute it to some sort of bias or some sort of stat I've read that isn't really publicly known. So yeah, but nonetheless, we'll get it started. And also, when I refer to the teams made, I'll probably just say I, even though lobby did help. So yeah. Anyway, the first team we're ranking is Team Tide, which is gonna go in 8th. I had some thinking about this, and I don't really see them getting out of 8th personally. And the reason for that is. Well, I think they could definitely contest for 7th, but the reason I have them in 8th is because when I was making the teams for this event, because of the sign-ups, the nature of how people signed up, it was very difficult to make every team, close. So what I ended up doing is making 6 teams that would be dodgeball contenders, and 2 teams that unfortunately will kind of have to fight with each other for 7th and 8th. And I do think that Tide will be the lower of those 2 teams for a reason that I'll get onto later. But yeah, it's unfortunate. But Tide is filled with some pretty cool people, but unfortunately they don't really have that high, fragging player to sort of take them up to the top. So I think it'll be difficult for them to get out of 8th, but I'd love them to prove me wrong. Moving on, next is Team Dune. Which I'm not really. I haven't really thought through my rankings that much, so it's gonna be very as I go along. I'm gonna change stuff. I'm gonna put them in 4th for now. Team Dune, if we go on the spreadsheet, the team is made of Flareow, Telling, Technics, and Logan. I think this team is being underrated by some people I'm seeing in the Discord. I think this is a very strong team. Telling, obviously an incredible player. But Flareow is very underrated, been improving a lot recently. Oh hey, Lobby just got on the spreadsheet. Technics, from what I know, is pretty solid. And Logan can definitely hold his own. So I think this team definitely will have that sort of team synergy to take them up to the top. The game for this event, by the way, is Rocket Speed Rush, then Tug Toss, then Puckle Warrior, then Sky Battle, then Battle Box. We now have 5 games in the event. So PvP, massive PvP event. Sky Battle, Battle Box are the last 2 games, so definitely going to favour those PvP teams, and also those teams that can just communicate well together, and I think Dune can do that. But I'll see how my rankings fall later on, I guess. I'm not really sure. Apparently Lobby is editing something down here. Is someone just subbed out, as I'm recording? What is... No, there's no announcement. Okay. We're fine. He's just editing the spreadsheet. I've had to blur the URL so none of you can get on it. But I'm gonna leave them 4 for now. Team I. This team's a little bit different than what it is on that on the tier list, because there was a substitution. The team is Proofreader, Grian, Violet Storm, and 70 Luna. 70 Luna subbing in for Anquas is a massive sub. I definitely buffed that team. And it makes them an incredibly strong team because Proofreader, already an incredible player, and now Luna coming onto the team is going to be a force to be reckoned with, and I'm gonna slap them in 1st. Before I was a bit hesitant. I thought the team was strong, but now I just think that team's really gonna really gonna shine. That's my view on it currently. I'm gonna I'll try and get through the rankings like quickly, and then I can reorder them when I see everything in place. Because right now it's difficult with so many places like not filled, if that makes sense. Team Bolt. Team Bolt is my team. It is made up of Lobby, Cardless, me, and Snitch. I actually haven't looked too much into Cardless's stats, so I need to actually do that. So let's do that right now. Okay, so let's have a look at the stats so we can get a little view. Definitely a battle box moving from what I can tell. KDR. Yeah, so definitely not the highest ranking player, but someone obviously who knows how to play a game. It's just not the highest ranking, which is completely fine. Because that's kind of how this team needs to be balanced. Because me, Lobby, and Snitch are all, definitely, maybe Snitch is more debatable, but top half players. I'm someone who's probably going to be contending for that sort of top 3, maybe even first. Lobby's someone who's going to be contending for that kind of top 8 kind of range. It purely depends, but that's how I see it going. And potentially even top 5. So they're just someone who could push for top 10, but is probably just going to be pushing for top half. But on this team, definitely is going to have a chance to shine. And Cardless is someone who looks like they're going to come probably in the bottom 10, but could get their performance brought up if we do have a good like battle box, for example. I think the team is very good. It's very all around, so I think that's one of the good things. We might have struggle with communication. It's difficult to tell like in ahead of time what's gonna gonna happen, obviously. But overall, I think this team is probably the best I've gotten. I mean, I don't know. Maybe I'm not sure in terms of like chances to win. And I'd like to think I could take advantage of that, but I'm not someone who particularly wins a lot of events. I think I've won one Minecraft event like ever. And outside of that, I haven't really won anything. I'm really not a big winner myself, so I haven't got my hopes like too high. But I'd like to think that my team will do well. But I don't really like putting my team. I don't like setting the expectation of Dodgeball. I think second or third is where we fall. But I'm gonna put us in third just to be sort of hold back on my view. But we'll see what later though, because maybe there's a team that I don't want to put us above. Above us, and then I'll move them up. But we'll see. Let me have a drink. Okay. Lovely. Next team. Team Spire. Which one is Team Spire? Oh, yes. Winter Plants. Winter 2 Plants. I don't know how to say. Fire Beast Mode. Rainy Nights. And Rad Stevie. Definitely want to look at this team more. I remember looking at the stats, but I don't remember exactly which players were strong. So I want to look at all these again. Okay. Active player. Ooh, there was a little... Oh, they've got all the badges, I see. Yeah, so definitely a PvP main. Again, that's very good for this event. If you're maining PvP, they've got a 2.07 KD in Battle Box and a 2.12 in Sky Battle. I think that actually beats... that definitely beats my Sky Battle KD. It might beat my Battle Box KD. I don't know if I have 2.07. I have 2.03. So yeah, that's really strong. If we look again at the movement, 38% Tug Toss, that's very good. 14% Hole in the Wall is solid. Parkour Warrior Survivor is 31%. Actually, Hole in the Wall doesn't matter. 31% for Parkour Warrior Survivor, and 4% for Rocket Spleef Rush. So could struggle with Rocket Spleef Rush. That's worthy to note. Just in terms of indiv, in terms of the team, Rocket Spleef Rush won't matter much because it's game 1, obviously. It's not going to matter a ton. It will matter, but it's not a ton. Immediately, that's a very strong player, so I've got to take note of that. So that's sort of the player you'd expect to get first, I imagine, on this team, but I need to read through all these people. Maybe everyone's just good. Maybe this team's just broken, I forgot. Fire Beast Mode, I think I remember they're probably below average. Yeah. Okay, yeah, so they're below average, so they sort of bounce out, so I think it kind of comes down to how good these two people are, and I know Rad Stevie's been in other events, but I don't know Rainy Nights that well, so I need to have a look. Ooh, they've got all the badges here. 1.64 KD, that's pretty good. 0.98, about average. 2% win rate Tog, so not great. 4% Parkour Warrior, so not the best either, but at least they've done some things. And Roxy Flash wasn't great either. Okay, Red Stevie. So if they're average, if Red Stevie's average, then like you could definitely argue this team's gonna do pretty well. So let's see. Let's see. Okay. 0.81. 0.65. 2%. Okay, so I think they're a little bit below the average. Yeah, hasn't won a. So definitely, probably better at PvP than Parkour. So yeah, I wouldn't say they're the top contending team. So I'd put them, but I'd still put them 5th though. Definitely a team. Oh, the thing is, even when I say that, this team's definitely within a chance because BattleBox could be like such a good game for this type of team. Where like, because it's the final game, that just shoots your score right up. So I think this event is going to so come down to which teams just gel in BattleBox. That's kind of how you have to judge it sometimes. But yeah, it's difficult. Anyway, Team Snout. Originally made as a team that was going to be pretty weak. Alongside Team Tide, where it was going to be a team that wasn't really going to be capable of winning. But now, Catapulthy, who was originally on this team, subbed out for Distraction Man. Distraction Man is a very, very good player. Definitely has gotten top 5 and top 3 in events in Islanders. I think he must have gotten the top 3. He's definitely gotten some top 5s. So he's very good. I mean, if we just have a look at his stats, I guess. I don't know. That'll probably give me some good perspective. So, because obviously, the level of S tier... Ooh, they have no data. They actually have no data? They don't have data. Maybe that's not their IGN. Okay, that's fine. Okay, I can't actually. Okay, so I can't look at them then. I need to look at Verz. I don't think Verz plays much, and I know Jordan well because I've teamed with Jordan twice. So this team, yes, that's enabled. Okay, so this team is still pretty not very on the strong side, but Distraction Man subbing in is definitely going to give them some light at the end of the tunnel. It's just they've got to run pretty fast to get to that light. So I'm going to put them in 7th, but definitely a team who's going to... They can push for, like, 5th and 6th, They can definitely try for that. Which is good. I think Distraction Something in definitely improves, like, the overall event being a bit more scary, because just adding a player like Distraction into the event does just, like, throw a little, I don't know, some spice in, you could say. Anyway, we've got 2nd and 6th left, so let's have a look at our last 2 teams. Team Wild. What's Team Wild saying? It's Cast Dragons, Golden, McZeal, and iGuy. I need to look at some of these people's stats again. I know I've overrated Cast Dragons before, so I'm not gonna. I'll hold my tongue. But I believe Cast Dragons is a low A tier player, from what I remember seeing. Okay, maybe not A tier, maybe B tier. But in this event, it's gonna be a little bit Oh, Holmwall being skipped really hurts them. Holmwall's a great game for them. So yeah, Cast Dragon's definitely a solid player. Not like top, but someone who he's probably going to push for top 10, 100%. Golden, whatever you want to say. BattleBox, 1.65, 1.48. That's pretty good. 8%. It's about average. Never won Parkour Warrior. So definitely a PvP main, but again, the PvP mains in this event are gonna do really well. So we have to keep that in mind. McZeal and iGuy, I believe, are both new. I could be wrong. So let's have a look at their stat. Let's see what they're saying. No stats from McZeal, but hasn't played at all. Ooh, that's okay. So that could definitely hold them back. Let's see if iGuy is any different. I still don't know why, by the way, like, obviously, the event's tomorrow, so there could still be subs, and yeah, there's no, for iGuy, there's no stats, so they just haven't played, so again, you can't really put them high. And even then, are you now saying that could Snout beat Wild? That's a whole other argument. But I don't know, I think that duo of, Cast Dragons and Golden is going to be, good enough to probably take them to 6th. And I think I'm happy with this, like, bottom 3, even bottom 4. I think I'm happy with this bottom 4. It's this top 4 that's gonna be difficult to order, but we'll figure out. And last but not least, we have Team Rib. Team Rib made of a purple penguin, A Xander. I don't know how to say their name. Is it Xander? Is it Xander? Like, my brain says his name is like Alexander. Alexander, and then it's like, but the letters are changed. So I don't know what to say. Like, I'm gonna say Xander, and if I'm wrong, then so be it. Pug, 300, and Harm Quack. Brilliant news name. Very good team. Really good team. Harm Quack is a very good player. If we just have a look at his stats or their stats, I don't know their pronouns. Assuming they're on, of course. Maybe not like completely active, but I mean, look at that KDR in Battlebox. That is pretty good. And Sky Battle, that's really good as well. Togtos is not bad. Parkour Warrior Survivor, not bad. Rocket Spleef Rush, not too shabby. So very good player, very good player. Pug 300, haven't looked at their stats that deeply, so I'd be interested to see what we've got going on here. I imagine not that high. Oh wow, pretty high. That's pretty good. From what I know about the other players, I assumed it wouldn't be too high. Win loss, that's pretty good. That's not awful, and RSR, not great. Again, another PvP main, but again, the PvP mains, we have to remember, if you main PvP, you're just gonna do well in this event. This is the event for you if you're a PvP main, so we have to remember this. Xander, that's about average. Hasn't really done well in Togtos. Oops, wrong thing. Not much Parkour Warrior Survivor, and not much RSR. But that's fine. And that team is pretty. Oh, I have to look up Bangun, of course. Hold on, forgot. Let me just load that up. There we go. 0.71. So definitely below average, but again, just being brought up by the team is it's very all around, and I think it's a very good team. I didn't even realize that Pug was actually as good as they were, so that I think that reinforces my placement, which because I'm gonna give them second. But I think I is gonna win this event. That's my thing though. But I think that even that has so much variation, and that's why I like these teams a lot, because a team like if someone like because obviously I know Green is new, and I think 70 Luna is new as well. So obviously they have so much variety, and the thing is, I'm expecting decent things from both these players, right? But if they underperform that, immediately you could say like, oh, this happens, right? But even then, what if like Taling has a good performance, and then it's like this, and then all of a sudden, whoa, what's going on here? So it's like, it's really, I do like these teams a lot. Obviously, I'm gonna like my own teams that I've made, but that's what I sort of think about it. It is annoying. Even Spy is a team that can get up here if they have a really good event. And Wild could probably push for it. It's difficult for me to tell. I don't know enough about them, probably. But that's my assumption. The thing is, if these two people are good, the newcomers, if they're good, but they just don't play West MCC Island, all they have to do is just tomorrow, just get on, do some practice. Even if they're good at the game, they can sort of take advantage of that. And even then, PvP is so instinctual, right? Every server has PvP. If these two people are just okay, and they get on, and they dominate Sky Battle, and they dominate Battlebox, they're probably going to get in Dodgeball. So, like, or they're going to do really well. So that's why I think this game order really suits this event, and I'm really happy to see it. We're very lucky to get Battlebox last, because I voted for it, but most people vote hole in the wall. But luckily, Battlebox won the weighted wheel. We're pretty lucky for that. So, but yeah, I think it really suits this event. I think it's going to make it really close, and I really like that. But I think that's going to be my ranking. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope you all have a lovely rest of your day. I hope you even enjoy watching or playing in Islanders 6, and I hope to see you next time. Also, subscribe if you want to see stuff on this channel, and also on my main channel. You can go find that pretty easily. It'll be on the end screen or whatever, and also just on the channel in general. But yeah, I hope you enjoy, and have a lovely rest of your day. And also, let me know your predictions, either in the Islanders Discord server, which you can join. I'll put a link to the server in the description, actually. I'll remember to do that, hopefully. And let me know in there, or let me know in the comments, up to you. But if you could join the server, and to sign up to these events, that'd be pretty cool if you hadn't. So yeah. Okay, I haven't really got much more yapping to do. So anyways, I'll call it there. Thank you all, and goodbye.